we still gotta go to Salsetta, and then we gotta go back to Felgana, and then there's that shit that didn't happen in... that apparently didn't happen in the timeline yet, and then we gotta get lost somewhere in the ocean to find an ark, and then we gotta go to Africa, and then... where the fuck did we end up in 9? Oh, yeah, that's right. And then I got to get cloned.
Put you on the spot, have I? Seems my time's up. I'll go with a smile, though. It's not often you get to speak from beyond the grave.
Oh, I got so much.
Not so fast.
Grimson, maybe try not to forget my parting words so quickly this time. The rest is up to you, Karja. Go get him.
Right. Mom. What sheer force of will.
Huh?
It would seem those shackles are a manifestation of Ilena's resolve.
How did that even happen?
The reason her will has assumed physical form is unknown to me. Perhaps it would have been possible with the power of the Sea King's throne, but...
I see. Hey! Grimson! What now? You still looking to fight?
I don't think "Hey, Grimson" is the right question to lead in with it, or the right call out to lead in with it. I would have said, "Hey, dickhead!" Stop smoking your cigar. You're not Hannibal Smith.
The mood's past. Reckon I'll take some good long puffs and mull things over.
It's the snot. You need to learn how to cry messy. You gotta be like Kiryu.
Let's move on ahead, Adol.
We'll handle Rolo one way or
Right.
another.
Thanks. All right. Let's get back to searching for Rolo's room.
Now I get it. No wonder the Trident couldn't find their liege. Ten cars, yeah. That's just full of surprises. Can't even taste the cigar anymore.
Together as one!
I told you this place housed a boss room.
Mana!
I don't need to do that. Oh. Oh, nope. Gotta go around for all this shit.
Looks
Another
valuable.
Axole. Oh, and open the map. Dude, I like doing this. This is fun. Because really doing this, activating the monocle and using the map. Okay. No, that's still open. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
How's that?
No, I don't have the special thing equipped. I know what you're talking about, but I don't use it.
Mana!
Yeah. No worries. It's just my own way of exploring. Plus, the other thing I like about it is that the highlights work better for me. Because sometimes I'll miss something visually, and then I do this, and I go, oh, it's over there. And then it teaches me, oh, okay, that's a game mechanic that I need to look at this way.
A rare find.
So it's one of the reasons why I don't rely on the item that much. Although, really, hold on a second. Let me look at my equipment real quick. I mean, that's handy. Because it's what? It's not that one. No. I know I have it. Anxiety. the ugly. Oh shit! That gives you luck plus 50. Fuck it. I mean, there's other shit I could use. I could, you know, I mean, damn it. I mean, really, honestly, I am so used to things that if I really wanted to, this is what I'd probably use. That's what I'd probably use the most, but it's
Wait
not...
there, Karja.
It's not something that's... It's like, oh, there's a chest there. It doesn't show the crystal clusters, which is another thing I'm looking for. Unless those stars are the crystal clusters. So...
Switch out!
Switch places.
Switch!
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 Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
Switch!
Switch!
Okay, yeah, it doesn't show these things. Which is... Oh, fuck me in the goat ass. Okay. It doesn't show them natively. You have to use... Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying! That's annoying.
Switch out!
That wasn't the way. This was the way. This way, I guess? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah! Lana!
Oh, no. Let me guess. Is it all three? Oh, nope. I'm terrible at this. Yay! Break elixir.
That's the stuff!
Oh, we over here. Alright, so what does this do? Okay.
Switch!
Alright. Up.
And we're off! You're mine! Too slow! You're mine!
Yep, and I throw all the elixirs on Adel because I'm an asshole. Oh.
Switch out!
Zick.
Switch!
Hello. Okay. Going the wrong way.
Switch!
Rejoin.
That should just about do it.
Switch! Looks powerful.
Level 75, huh? Peanuts!
Catch the attack!
Ow.
That was close. How's that?
Okay. That's a thing. All right.
How's that? Mana!
That'll work. Okay, so that opens that up. 9 and 10. Okay.
Here goes!
Oh, great. I need to be going this way. Screwed that one up. All right, so that goes up if I need to go that way. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I need to get there. But there's a depth 10,
Should be
so
a
I'm going
good
to have
spot
to
to
go
rest.
nuts.
What's this room?
That's just like Ease 8. Oh, God. The Switch roamers are going, I'm sure they are. And until it's actually announced, it's just like, okay, whatever. That's a lot of notes.
It's sparse, to say the least.
While that may be so, I do believe this is Rolo's personal cabin.
You call that
the man
sparse?
would always furnish his quarters with only the barest of necessities.
Wait, the leaker says that the leaker is going to show it off on Christmas.
Wait a sec. Have you never been in this arc before, Leela?
That's either a really bad troll or Nintendo can sue. Oh, Nintendo can sue. You do realize that that's like breaking street date and such, right? Street date's still a freaking thing. Dude, I get wanting to know everything about a system early and then people being impatient about wanting a system. I get it. I've been saying this for years. We are a world of Baruch assaults. We really are. And if you've never read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or whatever, but you're just a whole bunch of Baruch assaults that are impatient and do not want to wait. Just, Switch 2, or call it the fucking Super Nintendo Switch. There's legacy there. Anyway, just in this case, I hope Nintendo brings the hammer down on them. I am absolutely serious. Because, technically speaking, that could be considered stolen material. Because you're just going to get people whining some more. Why didn't you release it sooner? Why didn't you just show us sooner? Why didn't you put it out sooner, etc., etc.? There's always a timing for everything. Just let it go. Let things flow, and maybe you'll be happy with the result. But people are just weird. Anyway, we've never been...
The two of us were not in each other's company from the deluge onward. Rolo was hastening to ensure the safety of all in his realm, be they man, beast, or vegetation.
I still can't get over this guy's name. Who thought it was a good idea to name him Rolo?
At that same time, I was fully preoccupied with keeping the three generals at bay.
Oh, you were separated. Oh, I see.
We entrusted our daughter, Lana, to one of Rolo's men.
So you and Rolo had a girl.
Huh. Not what I would have guessed.
Actually, that lines up with the stories.
Indeed. Sadly, that was the last and final time I ever saw her either.
It still sounds a little ridiculous. For some reason, see, I'm reminded of Critical Role and the name that had to come up with, it was the Exandria Unlimited short-term thing called Calamity. And Sam had to come up with a name on the spot, and he came up with Bolo. And Brennan Lee Mulligan just leaned into it like crazy. Just leaned into it. It was just hilarious.
Must have left you at a real loss. What say we turn this place inside out then? Maybe it'll help us fill in a few blanks.
And if Rolo was a pretty famous king in the European region, that just means Ezra's been ripping off more names.
Karja. I would appreciate that.
I mean, the names that they use for their regions are just like, oh, come on. Prinz's Ragnhild. I do not know how to pronounce this, so. Okay, I guess we're looking for boxes. There's boxes. Esoteric bounding text. Mounted barrier duration. Source, trust me, bro.
Looks valuable.
Great. On the 10th day after disaster, my destination was set. Once I reach it, however, there will be no coming back. Leela, Lana, forgive me. It may be that on the day I took the throne, the time of reckoning had already been decided. No matter what retribution awaits me, I must face the consequences of my actions head on. Upon my arrival, I will be sure to plant the flowers that she loved. Those delicate white bellflowers that we saw at the beginning. How come these won't disappear? Is it the same thing? It's the same thing. Okay, we're good. We're all just having fun. We're all just having fun. Oh gosh. Yesterday I was at the pub with a buddy of mine. And we were just talking about nerd shit. This happened yesterday. And the family at another table overheard us and wanted to know if we had played Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which I haven't. You know, I'm waiting it to get out of Microsoft jail personally. Yeah, he's like, dude, it's a real cool game. And then we just started, and then we got back to talking. And then his daughter comes up, and his daughter's got to be like 5, maybe 6 years old. Yeah, the new game. And she goes, I forget what game she asked me I played. Did you play like this game? And I'm like, no, I've never played it. What about Spyro? No, I've never played Spyro, and I've honestly never played any of the Spyros. And her father goes, you never played Spyro? And I'm like, no, never have. I have played a lot of games, but I've never played the Spyro stuff. Never played the Sly Cooper stuff. Only stuff that came close to was the first Jak and Daxter. And then she goes without batting an eye from the mouth of babes. So you don't play any fun games. If it wasn't for the fact that I was trying to be, you know, easy and trying to be nice, that would have deserved a whiskey right there. trying to be PG. I'm just like, no, that's just. Oh God, you don't play any fun games. I mean, I do want to play this, but. I was never into 3D platforming on the PlayStation, and Super Mario 64 kind of drove me away from it. I didn't really start liking 3D platforming until Super Mario Galaxy. Single sheet of paper.
Is this a hand-drawn sea chart?
Yes, it appears to map out the cicatrix.
What's this X for? Comes with a note, too.
The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights.
The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights.
I just said that. What's an unconscious path?
Couldn't even begin to guess.
I wouldn't exactly call that platforming, but I mean, there's some platforming elements, I guess. I mean, it could be worse. Could be playing God Hand.
The Northern Lights part reminds me of that island that keeps running away from us.
Oh, I've never played the end part
about
of Devil May Cry. I never played the end part of Devil May Cry, so I couldn't tell you. I've played a little bit of it. I own the first Devil May Cry, but I don't have 2 or 3. I know avoid 2 and play 3 and blah, 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 blah. But Devil May Cry was not a part of my thing with Sony. A lot of my stuff on PlayStation in the beginning was really JRPGs. I was following Square. And at the time, probably Capcom, because the second game I got on my original PlayStation was actually a collection. It was the Street Fighter collection, which had Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold, which was kind of the reason that I really wanted to play that. It was kind of after renting, Jack playing this version of Street Fighter Alpha 2, and so I ended up getting Alpha 2 Gold on PlayStation, and that kind of renewed my like for fighting games, along with following King of Fighters to end-all be-all. But a lot of my stuff on Sony, particularly the PS1, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, I think outside of that, it was really Tekken. Tekken 3, I'd get Tekken 2 later. I mean, I got Soul Edge, but it was really Soul Calibur that on the Dreamcast that really made me like those. But gosh, Einhander, Air Guys, yes, that disaster. Watching my friend play Threads of Fate, that's an incredible game. I didn't get Final Fantasy IX until much later, and that's a game I've not beaten. You still long for the first NES triple pack. Oh, Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet? Yeah, I have that. But I would not be able to replicate the power pad because, well, one, I'm not sure if mine works. But secondly, I don't have room for it at the moment. Oh, that came later. The Mario, Tetris, and NES Play Action Football. That was later. But I do know about that one. Was that the one that came with... Oh, wait. Mario, Tetris, and Football. Was that PAL only, or was that over here?
Maybe we're better off heading for wherever that X marks instead of racking our brains into mush. Aye. And going by this map, doesn't look all that far from here.
Indeed. Your words may very well ring true.
Mario, Tetris, Football. I'm bothered about this now. Oh, that's right. Football. Not NES Play Action Football. I'm sorry. Nintendo World Cup. Okay, yeah, that was PAL. That was outside of us. Coincidentally, Nintendo World Cup. That's a Kunio game. That is directly related to River City Ransom and Super Dodgeball. And an old arcade game called Renegade, which is known in Japan as Neketsuko Hakunio-kun, which means all of those games are related to River City Girls. After the wall in Germany fell, that was the first kind of video. Oh, yeah, no, totally. Okay, so you're in Eastern Europe, then.
All right, then it's settled.
Yeah. Yeah, then, yeah, because Sega was in Western Europe like crazy. The Master System was huge over there. Because Nintendo really screwed up their marketing in PAL territories back then. Gosh, I was, 9 years old when the Berlin Wall fell? Was that 89? Something like that.
Let's circle back to the Sandras and set sail on the double.
So yeah, no, I get it. I could actually probably play that cartridge on my top-loading NES. You have the Mega Drive 2. Oh, okay. You have the smaller, what we call the Genesis over there, over here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have all three models. I have the original Genesis, and then the smaller one. I actually have two of those. One of those is going to end up getting modified with the triple bypass. And then I actually have the first Genesis I ever owned, which was the Genesis 3, and it was tiny. It was a tiny thing. It didn't have the edge connector that you could slide into the Sega CD or the Mega CD, you'd probably call it over there. And it was not compatible with the 32X. But that was my first Genesis, and I am going to cherish that thing until I have to give it away, you know? But what I use for streaming is different than a lot of my childhood stuff. Uh-oh.
Hoogle, you're back!
Letters from Anchor Island. Ships resemble a dying fleet. Coast of Anchor Island. You're waiting on Anchor Island. Sense a Grieger from an island in a rogue sea. And then... yeah. There's Sega CD and the Popful... oh, gosh. Popful Mail. Oh, my gosh. Popful Mail. And it's going to depend on which territory you want it from, because it's going to be expensive anyway, depending on which one. Like for US, Sega CD stuff is just going to be, oh, the North American one? Oh, that's even worse to find. Hang on a second. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Yeah.
Time for a little break.
And that's hoping that the disc isn't suffering from disc rot, which is the thing.
Hey, sure.
I've pretty much, I don't really have a huge attachment to the Sega CD. I do have some Sega CD games. I have one game that's original and then two that are reproductions. I have, this is the only Sega CD game that the only real Sega CD game I actually own.